It's coming with. You are nice. Don't clap your hands.
The bears versus the lions. Watches. 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 It's a tough game. You're going to win this game. You don't know. You don't know what you're doing.
Oh my goodness.
A turkey-day tradition returns to Motown. It's the Coach. This is a special holiday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it will be the 79th Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit as the Lions get set to play host to their NFC North rivals, the Chicago Bears.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit.
We recorded the Vikings.
Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the
Are we
Chicago
catching?
Bears
Yeah.
and the
You are
Detroit
playing.
Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run
we were
back
catching.
here. This
No,
will be a touchdown
you're not lying.
when it comes out to the 25-yard line.
So why was the guy spotted?
Because he doesn't want to run.
They'll be
That's
led
what
out by a
I'm
former Pro Bowl quarterback out of
When
the
you play the
University of
band,
Georgia,
it's-
Matthew Stafford.
So if you don't run, what does it mean? You start from the middle.
No, you start from 40
He
years.
was a manager.
He really
I don't
was. That's a
even know.
great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately.
Man, this
One
stuff moves.
touchdown pass, so he
Then
didn't
I'll stop
break the
running.
bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Hey!
First play of the drive going for 14 and also
What?
first down.
Offensive line, they'll take that
Yeah,
one.
she said a different strategy.
He's got to be a
You see, they have
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
And then
On first down, it's Stafford. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. And we look now at the Lions offense.
One way I really judge
wait a moment.
let opponents know what your strengths are, yet they still can't take
Master,
that
don't give me
away.
trainees,
That
but you
tells
have
me you're a
to
heck
talk
of a
like
player.
me
For
trainees.
Theo Riddick, everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, yet he's still
This one, they don't try. This one don't try to get a first touchdown. A first.
Third and 2, Stafford. And takes
Hey, he caught the ball. How?
inside the 20. An excellent pickup of
Computer is a
34
team.
yards.
Look how way he caught the
every
ball.
third down, they are to give it a good pass and cross.
Quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme.
This one, they'll mess all. They're the third down to move forward.
And deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up
Like,
to be
from that plan, I will lose.
Was the advantage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
on second and 10. Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. Wilson for the Lions first.
In this situation, The field is really condensed.
Hey, Jupane. Vikings can't away like something to what? This half crowd. This half crowd.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option.
I want to if I intercept the ball, I'll be happy.
Scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To the air again, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Charlie, like someone was closer to me that's taking the ball.
Keep possession.
On plays like
Plus
this,
plus 10 yards.
Unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to
get I don't want them to get anything.
Third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Do this,
I know
bro.
coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today for them.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it back. An interception.
Oh, these guys are
Lions touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard. And he'll make it across the 20 as those guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears.
I'm able to catch it. Choose a formation. You do the Urban Market, giving everybody a protector.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking deep for Gabriel. And
He got it.
Complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Don't do Hail Mary again. Don't catch the play.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and
catch
the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're
I told you to catch that play.
with him. And he's able to do exactly
I wasn't trying to
what
pass. I was trying to pass
Use
the
the
other
speed
player.
to his advantage.
But don't
And
use
go
the
up
Hail
and get
Mary
the
again.
football. That's a
I
big
use the
time
run.
play right there. Hank's almost going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Enough to start out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a Saturday.
Now they're looking at 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
That's not right.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this from deep right.
Go!
I use egg bar. I wanted to get a first down. If I use struggle and they hit me, it would have fallen out of my hand.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
You got it.
No, he didn't catch it.
Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure
So I should try for a first down.
But the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I'm going to aim for the box to cut across them to the back. Hopefully don't crash me before.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. That is caught.
Touchdown!
Hey, I want me can be a grandma. Hey, I wanted to catch with the XO, but I think I ended up catching with the box. Then the people said don't allow me to go. Hey, my one leg can
Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here.
When we get close to the pool, it becomes difficult.
If I miss this one, I use run.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
On the white line. On the white line.
The fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
You don't have to keep long to throw them. That's why I went outside the
Again,
line.
it's Trubisky. Steps
Touchdown.
Will score. Touchdown.
Nice one.
Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky.
Yes!
19 touchdown now on the season. And the Bears
catch up. We did another
He didn't
touchdown.
originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Commentators. I'm a
with the extra point. And that'll
I'm
cut it to 3-10-7.
encouraged to go another time.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
So kick it for it to go out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here.
You know that when you press the X, you can use either one of these ones to do the kicking.
And time to spotlight Golden Tate.
Like when you press the X to
Assuming he stays
do
healthy,
the line, you can use either one of these to kick. It shows on the side, like normal kick, something kick, something kick.
It allows him
When you're about
and the
to kick,
team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark.
We don't have to let them get it.
But
Like,
one of the
or
reasons he's
anything.
having the year he's having
You have to get
is
another
what I call
touchdown.
route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can come.
They are running.
No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here.
Like
It's a long play, so be it.
the back is
The main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
I don't know why.
Here's Stafford down, second down. His
Okay,
throw
don't
incomplete.
try and put a cross in the linebackers there. So that those who have
Not
to
to get too
cover
overcritical there
the
because he
spaces
knows
will
what he's
cover.
doing, but his shoulders looked a
they'll be
little off
standing there.
kilter there when he threw there.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass
This
was
is their
from
final
incomplete
play.
to complete.
Move it from that player.
Throwing on third down. Staff.
What did you do?
I didn't press it. You did.
I didn't do it.
We're pressing a triangle.
Contact made the ball.
Because I didn't want them to get cross the line.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so.
Which penalty? What am I fair like a penalty?
Hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards.
You have to get a touchdown.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Things are starting to move in the right direction.
I'm not saying don't pass me.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big stroke.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Told you.
It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
Let's try for
They don't have a lot of defenses at the back. They defend the ball.
They crash me every time. Yeah.
I think that's the weakness.
All the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Okay, get over.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. It's a really nice pick up, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up
in a heavy that's intercepted. Picked off by Quadro Diggs. And a big turn.
It's because of the pass. The pass wasn't good.
Get the football back.
But we have to stop them so that they don't go and get the touchdown. At least when we caught them close to their own goal.
This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey.
The guy will go. The guy will go. You go.
This computer, this one. You have to realize that this computer.
You have to leave the back.
I wasn't at the back.
No, I'm saying we have to leave it.
At the back, I wasn't there.
No, I'm just saying like I have to take formation out. I think I took the formation from the back. So when he.
You are defending like you are trying to defend like them. That's why. They also defend the front and leave the back open. That's how they are able to use the incomplete pass here. Now, when they throw long passes, they are able to go. When they throw long passes, they are able to go because they know that they are also not protecting the back.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback,
yeah,
you got to make that throw, right? That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Is it just down?
He missed that one.
This is final play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again is Stafford. This is Riddick on the screen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
What? I have to tell them that.
If you're not getting a lot of pressure,
I was trying to go there and the
space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one.
I go for him there.
You have to be careful when you read out to this.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. It's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it
I didn't realize I caught the ball.
They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to full field after this.
Touchdown. They're still using
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL.
That's what I'm telling you, that they'll read the game.
Larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth.
They'll read the game.
Meanwhile,
They'll read the game. You don't have to play the same thing
but
twice.
this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Look how they packed the front.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. And sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Because the way they come there, they need players through.
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, not up.
It's caught inside the 25. All the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd.
Change the
42 yards.
Use the same thing.
So
oh, this one is too
just like that. They'll operate from the
first
down.
Alright.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back.
Didn't come and take this ball.
So they'll keep possession.
This is our final.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
First down.
No, it's not a first down.
It's a first down.
The line was in front of us. It's fourth. I said the line was close to the pole. We were in front and we lost 12 yards. So it wasn't a fault.
Should I go for a field goal?
No, field goal. Go for the field goal. Let's get the 3 at least.
So we're at halftime here on the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit.
So what is the
They give halftime.
So that means you are not going to get it.
We head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready.
We are starting again.
And we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We have the ball. We still have the ball.
We take it in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game.
How they punch the front line.
Coaches talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting
I wasn't passing to you. Confusion.
We gained some yards. Oh, we didn't gain any yards. 0.0 yards.
But overall,
where we are now,
stay positive. Stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this is Gabriel on the catch.
These people cry, why?
You know what happened? Your catch also on that play. So that didn't run.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I was changing the catch. I didn't even know where it went to fall.
Okay, I'll wait for you to change before.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3
thus
far.
Play.
This will be 3rd and 6.
Where is the Keza? It's fine.
Now it's Trubisky. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively.
I'll catch it on
but instead it just brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now. This is an
if you see Mary, you have to catch it in box.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
He's
so
right
they're going to come to the line here, and it appears
I said I would have caught it on X. Hopefully. Hey.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was that time
excellent by Nevin Lawson. Well, they got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down to Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's stop this play.
Use the time.
Have you seen us intercepting Kobita before? If I tried to catch it, I wouldn't have even hit that ball and the guy would catch it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd. What an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Going deep this time. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates his way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down. Nice job.
I thought I was run, but I was looking at the different.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Hey!
On 2nd down, here's Shields. Going up top for Miller. Got his man on it.
Touchdown!
Touchdown.
You let the team on the
3rd touchdown on the year.
But it's good if he was running, he would have crossed the
triangle.
you took longer before you threw it. If you take longer and the player is running by computer, they'll usually pass the foot. That's why they catch it at the right one.
There's no barrier. 2 players are running the touchdown. The second one, okay, that was one, so he didn't run.
So who did you throw to?
So I threw to the box.
That is good that I threw to that one.
Now Parkey for the extra point.
13-13. So we have 1 point. Nice one.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
No doubt.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
I think they know that the start
will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That's cool.
And Detroit getting
That's
set
cool,
to go.
and
last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
The player you have chosen has to go back.
They did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On second down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
See the way our coach is moving up and down, up and down.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
And that Tabiole.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. And he'll get it into territory just across midfield at 49. 7 yards
for the long
up on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A second down pass play there, and it's incomplete.
This is the last play.
And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
How did they come so close again?
Now it's Stafford. Off the...
You can catch the ball. You have been doing it.
I didn't do it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They should have put it here.
Good cover skills on this
I mean,
play
they
throughout this
are
game,
just
really
really
for
shoot.
both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit.
You start from 25.
Or 25.
And the ball went out.
Oh, it says they're 40. Don't have to let us start at 40. Hey,
Trubisky brings the Bears up
Ah,
first
Charlie.
and 10.
Hey, look at where they are starting from.
10-yard line. Trubisky will throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
Go! Go! Hey! 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 Hey!
Nice play. I thought you were box too.
For a touchdown pass like that,
I was contemplating whether to use X or box.
That's their weakness because they pack the line, so they leave the back exposed.
And I don't have stats in front of me.
The way he's running.
That in recent
Punch
years,
the ball.
the pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that
Give
way,
them
doesn't
that
it?
crap.
I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make
Yeah,
is
boy,
they
yeah.
run everything from behind
Nice
the
one.
receiver. And they've got to start getting people in front as well.
That what you shaking his head.
Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
First down.
And this is the fourth quarter. You have to really
Set to
hold
kick it
this
away.
down, man.
That's fielded in the end zone.
You
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25.
really have to like
So the Lions
leave
offense
people at the
ready to
back.
go back out onto the field. They punted
You
last
don't have
time.
to
They had
defend
what
like
steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they
people
don't
at
do
the
that
back.
again?
Some of us should run towards the
101, the try
contract
expression
preventing
101. Win first down.
They
Make
think I've
5, 6, 7 yards on
don't
first
put your
down.
pressure on
Make
anyone
it
at the back.
2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
They need to
Play the drive in the
But there's a lot of time. Is that not what we did to Vikings? It was fourth quarter and then we caught up and then won. So we have to make sure they don't get a touchdown. If anything, like they should score 3. If anything, they should score 3. Like we have to make sure they don't get a touchdown.
On first down, it's Stafford.
Hey, finally, we've been computer.
I Ashing pass. I'm going to use this one.
Air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Come on, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this is caught at the 8. A really good pick.
We have to get another touchdown so that we just.
Hi! Didn't I tell you guys?
Shit.
Didn't I tell you guys?
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky.
Go. Nice. We just increase and down. If you didn't get a touchdown, like you're still safe. Now like you're ahead of them with 2 touchdowns, right?
The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's good that we realize their weakness.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
All right.
I'm not even worried myself.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 20.
And the interception was nice.
Here comes
When I saw the player now, I just used triangle.
out there. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah,
We still, like, we don't, this is 4 minutes, 38
perfect or near perfect
38 seconds or something. Like, they can still do wonders with it. You have to be aggressive.
Yet still play perfect football.
You don't have to, like.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they'll get it all the way up.
Very strong defense. You can't even go pass. You can't even
Way to
go
start
for
the
the
drive. 20 big
I
ones
wanted
at a
to go
first
for the
down.
bottom line, but
At this
people were
stage,
on
this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Who have this flag?
Markers are on the field.
Yes.
Let's see about the call.
They'll get.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Computer and Jimmy, I don't know.
Maybe a
Computer and Jimmy, I don't know. They gave them 20 yards.
Tried their best to get to him and haven't
20
done
yards.
it.
Yards.
A penalty
For a
as
first
a result
down.
of that hit there.
Thieves.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, here's Stafford. Wilson swings it left side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of
flag,
that,
like,
it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball.
flag and then give them 20 yards, just like that. How?
They're tackling them almost on the spot. They just have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the
They're
31-yard
very close to the
line.
line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To the air again. Stafford. And he locates Luke Wilson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
You have to prevent the touchdown. Let's leave them
After the
with
completion, we're
Hey,
going to
flag.
timeout. An injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
The guy is hit. They can get the field goal. That's prevent the
Stafford
touchdown.
now
If they get the
rebounding
touchdown,
nicely after the
they'll
interception.
just
He's
give
hit
them
4
the
straight
touchdown
to start
and
the drive. It's 1st down.
which is very dangerous.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He'll get it up the middle. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Time for a
break. They get 2 touchdowns.
We'll come back to wrap this one up.
They get 2 touchdowns and a 1.
What is
1? We have 2 touchdowns and like 1 ahead of them.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
Maybe
they've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
To pass us and pick and lead with 2.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Stafford. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows in football don't exist when you're between the 20s. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
That's okay.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can't get to a 3.
Every offense wants to snap closer to the goal line. But it's actually harder to throw the ball.
They just pass.
You
have to be careful.
See what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
He's running.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Blunt turns.
So we play from there, right?
Yeah. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line.
No, they play from their pole. You have played from their pool.
No, from our pool.
Why?
By the way, almost about to score.
Now they're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And,
I went back.
Going to be a safety.
They give them 2 points. What happened?
As I was dropping back, I went behind them.
These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth 1 or 2, maybe 4 points.
The goal that they didn't deserve.
I really do, Brandon.
You didn't get 2
but I would go ahead and
touchdowns.
up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
They get 2 touchdowns, but they have like a minute and 40.
So here come the Lions now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they're going to put that behind him, try to put together another drive.
Simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head.
The way I was going that day, I was running left, I was going to pass.
But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Stafford on first down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And they've got across the field down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When did they throw the ball?
Nice one. They've lost yards. Nice one.
Sacked back at the 46.
They've lost 14 yards. Cool.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
So they're playing the team very fast.
But the time is going. Do you know if you are choosing our play, the time is going. You have to delay as much as you can when you are choosing the game. Nice one.
I think this defense is working against them. Hey, where is it? I lost it.
Talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
You have to hurry up before they fire, guys. Yeah, you have to hurry up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down unsuccessful.
Like he leaves one
down. They are going to score.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here. Down, no reason not to. Down a couple of scores. They have to try and make something good happen.
You have to be careful. It's left for 30 seconds.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. And this is
interception.
And that should do it.
Nice one.
Picked up by Callahan.
Nice one.
Obviously disappointed, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
God, you've left the back.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30.
Yeah, no more. They still don't change that strategy.
Second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I'll tweet it again.
Now Trubisky on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Okay.
He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's second down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
They hit him before he threw the ball, that's why. This is our final play.
Secondary real struggle today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I think it's bugs. I have to wait for the field to make a huge run.
Trubisky to throw again. Oh,
I don't know
incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed.
Just
They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him a 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So they settle for just
the bigger they down, the better. Because it's left with just 17 seconds.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But
At least they get the touchdown, I don't care.
So, while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback.
I wish I could accept it.
Here's the Lion
Like
on
that.
So we have 2
If
interceptions.
you can accept close to the approach, to be cool with that straight to touchdown.
It's going to go down.
I like the one that I caught them when I was running and nobody was following me. I was just going, the guy was just going. Touchdown.
Oh, the long pass I gave.
But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it
going
on
to
there.
run long. Look at those 3 players. They're running
You
long.
make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that.
I caught the ball.
That would be a big
I use
play.
box.
Deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The way they were lined up, I knew that he was going to throw a long pass.
So now only 7 seconds remain. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's 2 seconds.
Try and get it all back.
I'm not even going to play. Throw the pan away. Let them play 2 seconds. When they throw the ball, no, the time is finished. Unless maybe they run to the provide now. It will like 2 seconds. Finish.
Interception.
Final. Look at the coach. It's good. Yeah.
Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.
The second leg we scored them more.
Tried to pump all week, and you're over facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you
But the first one, we didn't score anything. It was 0 something.
So for the Bears, they pick up win number 7 on the
Played them
year.
before they scored us.
And now they'll do extra Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year.
If come back, it means we learned our lesson. Finished it.
Come to us. We are very, very good partners. We'll train you. Okay.
check our position. Hopefully we are on top now. I mean, after all, they were leading, so if we score, then we should be on top.
The scouting points are earned every week. Use all your points as a portion of the remaining points.
They are still on top.
But yesterday, that's how we looked when we checked that.
But we just have to check the points.
Yeah, we check the points. We'll see. NFC North.
Yeah, we are leading.
Yeah.
So when I forward the
week, ours is what?
0.68.
Yeah, so 0.68, 0.67. So we are leading.
Yeah.
We'll go to
when I move to the next week.
We'll go to the top. Yeah, yesterday it was like that.
We are playing Giants.
We are playing who?
Giants.
I don't play now.
Scouting points are
What's the time?
Use all your points as a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
How many minutes does it take to be past 10?
No, I don't think so.
Let's not finish page to be past 10.
Yeah. Let's play one. So we are now on top. No, I didn't even forgot about it. See, comparison of the players.
What was the missing on the chat?
I didn't check.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, second-year man Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears take on a man back for a 15th NFL season, Eli Manning.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Manning. Throwing the out route complete. That's Shepard. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Manning, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The numbers for him from a week ago. 16 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
And that explosive run right there reminds me that last week ran the ball really well, so they're continuing to do what they did in the previous game, run the ball and run it successfully. Expect that to continue throughout this one.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were terrific a week ago with a win over the Lions.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. He's going to get it running right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Manning. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10.
Look at the misinformation. We can get them. Look at what they are playing.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And his first look is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there.
It's second down. Now it's good. No pass the boy. Fully at the back.
You're moving in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw right down back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. Surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess, is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long this stage of the game. What will they do?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Manning now to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Shotgun now for Manning. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Offense.
They got a flag. Accept.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter.
I hope that makes sense.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again.
Why does he throw the ball like that?
Somebody hits you this time.
His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get it back on track.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky rolling to his left. Finding Gabriel complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
Now it's Trubisky. And a giant rush gets home as down.
I didn't watch your sides when you
I didn't watch the guy coming. I was watching this. And I'm looking at the
plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
I can't find him. Okay.
Do what you're running.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Good.
Give us first touchdown.
First and down.
They give us first.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask.
Because they give us just 8 yards. The other people give them 20 yards.
It's first and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his ways, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, and this ball tipped and intercepted.
Do you know what he did? We are going to throw to the guy that was running this way to the other side. But he's the one that stands behind him. My Keza was for him. And I didn't run.
This is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback.
But you saw that my Keza was for him.
Where's he going with the
When when you moved the boy, you were looking there, I realized that's what you were doing. But it was too late because the guy didn't run.
You got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Take your kids out from the one.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll push this forward
about
the 42-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
And he's hit and taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
I think first half.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Riley Dixon on. He did his collegiate kicking upstate at Syracuse. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gotta go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Hey!
Now. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Meanwhile, here's a shot from the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now Manning. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen,
trying to run
again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. I got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel unsettling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here, losing in the 2nd quarter.
When you're riding your best torch, you've got to lather it up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Hey, 26 seconds, look at how long it's taking.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Ellie has scored Lions. 10-3.
Final 12 seconds of the half now, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive.
I need to check what he was
running. He'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm and really think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Trubisky. And that's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a good pickup there of 20 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Trubisky will throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility is showing those hands. Nice way to start the drive. Again, 12 and a 1st down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but then passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Manning going to throw, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Jared Goff, a couple of touchdown passes thus far. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Steps away. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, gotta go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They go play action. Trubisky. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing.
They've got his man complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying, and on that play, the prayer was answered.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky...
How do they just allow the players to just crash all of them in the front?
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your back.
And now here is another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line. And then
this is a 4th quarter. Let's end this. Tomorrow we'll play the 2nd. Excuse me. What's the time?
Territory. And New York set to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Manning. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And his guys are going to take over at the 4-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
I don't want a touchdown.
Taylor Gabriel.
I got a touchdown.
Touchdown of the season. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Parkey adds the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Are you okay?
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Manning looking to throw it. And look at this.
Interception again.
Davis with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we
15-15.
here in the 4th.
15-15.
Huge
I got a touchdown and I threw the ball. And I didn't punch the ball. And I got another touchdown.
Taking care of the 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York sends it the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
I wish I'll get another
this game. Call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range in this game.
See if they can do just that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. To throw is Manning.
Interception.
Intercepted.
Yes.
By Kyle Fuller. And he's able to
24 seconds. Hail Mary. Hail Mary. Hail Mary. Oh, Hail Mary.
For a momentum switch.
Hey, Charlie, this will be a serious comeback.
You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller.
That's
It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game.
What a comeback! What a comeback!
At the start of the fourth quarter, they were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly.
Hey, you see me? What a comeback! Oh, I believe myself.
It belongs to them as well.
If you come,
Parkey with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
It's a come-from-behind victory.
And the match ended.
80 seconds. I've used like just 3 minutes to Get 3 touchdowns.
I'm proud of you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. And they're just trying to keep him out of the end zone. Obviously, a field goal does no good in this situation. So what's the appropriate amount of pressure defensively, Charles?
I think he's had a little more pressure than what is normal. If you normally want to send a 3-man rush, maybe you make it 4. If it's 4, maybe you make it 5. Anything to make sure that he can't just sit back there all day and find a target. And then you tell your secondary, play your normal coverage, and maybe an extra step or 2 back. Yeah, be careful that nothing goes over the top. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's not
long passes.
They're trying to get 9 seconds.
Safety able to make the play.
Maybe they get a touchdown.
He has had a great game defensively.
Because he was tight.
West, north, south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. He's been fantastic. Reminds me of Young Charles.
Interception.
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
Hail Mary, oh, Hail Mary.
3 seconds.
Just a little bit.
3 seconds.
6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks.
Hail
I
Mary.
think the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense?
One, throw.
Change, or they showing him things different than what he expected for the 2nd week in a row?
You know why? The Kevin went to throw the second player. I said, second player will be something. The Hail Mary, you see the 2 of them run. So when you are throwing around, the blockers, they are split between the 2. But when it's just one person, the 3 of them catch
Put up a barrage of points and really
the Kansas was on.
and running them down and winning it.
Hey, what they come back?
Right now, think about the
You see,
energy
you give up.
I was tired. I saw that game of last night. I have to go and go. I feel refreshed now. I'm going to sleep.
What they come back? We're not even looking there. You took water from me. I don't know why my eyes are itching.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use
You do have the eye this
as a portion of the remaining
That's about to do something.
will be lost when you advance the week.
Oh. Good.